Agribusiness brought to you by SureCrop, quality liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Hi, I'm Dan Zurich, and I'm a professor of biology at Pittsburg State University in Pittsburg, Kansas, in the Department of Biology. I've been doing research since I came to Pitt State in 1998, and I had a problem when I first came there. Most of our students, most of our best students, were pre-med students, and I was a plant guy. So how am I going to interest people in my laboratory? How am I going to get them interested in doing research? And I remembered something I had been working on when I was in graduate school. I got this gene that seemed to kill the bacteria I put it in whenever I got the whole thing into the bacteria. And so I thought, I wonder if this isn't an antibiotic. And so I started doing research in my lab on this protein. It came from soybeans originally. That's what my graduate work was on. And much to my surprise, it absolutely killed the first bacteria that we tested it on. And I told my student to go back and do it again because I didn't quite believe the results. And sure enough, it repeated. And at that point, we started looking at a lot of different things to see what it would work against. And so we found that this protein, which helps a growing plant to grow by breaking up the cell walls so the plant can expand, we found that it actually seems to break up the cell walls of a lot of different organisms. There are a lot of gram-negative bacteria that it breaks up, including ones that cause human disease and some that cause plant disease. And the thing that we found really, really interesting was that it also seemed to have an effect against charcoal rot. Now, charcoal rot is one of the big diseases that affect soybean farmers. It's the #1 problem in Kansas, #4 nationwide. So this is a big deal. And so the work that we've been doing lately is we have been trying to make our soybeans to make a lot of this protein and see if they're going to be resistant to charcoal rot. And after that, we can test them against other things. But charcoal rot is our #1 enemy right now, and that's the one that we're focusing on. So what we did was we created a genetic construct in the lab to be put into soybeans. And I did this in conjunction with some of my students. Sierra Foster was very much involved in this process. Nathan Woodward was very much involved in this process. Both of them from Kansas families. Sierra's still at Pitt State. Nathan's getting his degree in dentistry right now. He's almost completed. He's coming back to the community. Probably not going to do more research in my lab, probably going to be a dentist. But anyway, we made this construct, and we were not able to make transgenic soybeans. To do this, you really need to be a big university or a corporation. So we contracted with MU, and they took our construct and they put it into soybeans. And it took us 2 years to make the construct. It took them 2 years to get it into soybeans. And so now I've got the plants growing in my lab. And so our next steps are to make sure that they got the construct in and that it's still working, and then to start testing to see, are these soybeans actually going to be resistant to charcoal rot or not? So it's a lot of years of work coming together right now for this final ultimate test to see, did we get the right thing? Was it done right? And does it work? We've been doing this research at Pittsburg State University, which is it's known primarily for its undergraduate education, not as a hotbed of research, but we get excellent students at Pittsburg State. A lot of them are interested in trying their hand at research. Most of them will go on to be doctors and dentists and physical therapists, but they are very bright, very motivated, very hardworking people, and they have really made the lab go. We've gotten support from Kay Inbrey, we've gotten support from the Kansas Soybean Commission, and that has allowed this work to go forward.